All right, part three, final part. Okay, so this one, I think I called it End of World Love. I remember that because speaking of it, if you watched part two of this series, I was talking in part two about how I intentionally pick the music on all the reels for, you know, the specific lyrics that are going to go with an image. And I remember for this one, I specifically used If the World Was Ending by JP Sachs. Because that was, as soon as I saw this canvas, that's the song that popped into my head. So that's what I went with when I was working on this one. And I still love that song and this canvas combination, even when I look, because I do go back and look at my reels sometimes when I look at like my progress over the years and how my styles and interests and things have been changing. I just find it interesting sometimes to go back and look at my old stuff. And yeah, when I look at that one, I still really like that reel. So yeah, I think when I did the video for that, because I think I also did a video for this one where I was talking about how this was one of the canvases where the drill pack just disappeared on me. To this day, I don't know where that drill pack went. Yeah, it fell into some black hole, oddly enough. With the world ending, it found a black hole to fall into. But yeah, I did I think it was like a vlog, day in the life type video, something like that, where I was talking, maybe it was like a chatty reveal video. I don't remember if I think I moved it over here. I think I originally put it on Instagram or something, but I think I moved it over here, where I was talking about how sometimes you can just, you know, make a story for things and do whatever color combination you want. Sometimes if you lose the color packets, because that'll happen sometimes. I mean, when you get into extensive collecting of canvases, sometimes those packets get shifted around. You're moving stuff, it's on a table, you go to do a different project, it falls behind something, who knows. So you're just trying to work with the materials you have, and you want to see this canvas done. And also, I think when I was working on that canvas, the budget company I got it through, the printing wasn't like immaculate or anything. It was a little messy. The symbols were a little bit blurred in a lot of spots, so I had to get creative with shading and trying to build out things that were hard to see, and trying to make shading where it wasn't, so that it would have more depth and dimension and all that. And then just, you know, making this whole storyline sometimes when you're working on a project. So yeah, I will post that video down below if I can find it. I think it's somewhere in my archives. It was a couple of years ago I did that one at this point now. But yeah, I'll try to remember to find that one if you're interested in seeing that vlog. But yeah, I will also post the completion reel to this one. That's just the musical reel for that one down below as well. But yeah, that's End of the World Love that I did. But I think I mentioned in that vlog that this was one that I saw for a little bit, and then it was one that just I didn't see for ages, and then I just happened to come across it on COODEALS here. So I was like, oh, I guess I'll mention that one in case anybody saw that video and was like, oh man, wish I could have worked on that one. Here you go. And then this is one that I did a while back that it was a quick little project. I think when I did this, it was only like a 30 by 30 or 25 by 25, something like that. It was a quick little thing. And I really liked working on this project. I think it was one of the reels that got buried in the YouTube algorithm. I don't think it got pushed out very much. I don't think a lot of people saw it. But again, I will post it down below if you want to check it out, because this is another one that it was definitely one of those trust the process experiences, because I remember when I was doing the shading on the hand, I was like, I don't know, this feels weird. Am I doing this wrong? Because the water seemed like it was coming out okay, but the hand shading, I was like, I don't know, is this just going to be a big blurry mess? And then it was one of those things where once I put the last drill down and I stepped back, I was like, oh, it worked out fine. This one, again, didn't come with any ABs, but I put in some red and coral ABs in the heart here. I can't remember. I feel like I might have thrown in some gold metallic or yellow crystal or something around the beams here. I don't think I did anything with the hand. I think all the embellishment I did was just to bring out this sort of starburst look around the heart. But yeah, that was a fun one, and it was kind of unique and different. I like the sort of sci-fi feel to it. So there's that one, if you missed that one. Oh, oops, I think this was meant to be in the partial one, but that's fine. We'll talk about it here. I did this one for Earth Day, I think 2, maybe 3 years ago, somewhere. I remember it was an Earth Day project, obviously. But yeah, again, mine was done as a partial, but it was another one that was sort of lost in the ethers of diamond painting world. As soon as I got this canvas, I didn't see it again anywhere until last night. I came across and I was like, oh yeah, that guy. So yeah, it'll be a full drill for you, 30 by 30. But it is a really cool canvas as far as like all the greens and blues and the big earth in the back. And there is some potential here for not only green AB work, but also possibly, I didn't try it in mine, but looking at this image, you could experiment a little bit with the glow in the dark ABs. That could be a cool thing. If maybe you put it around the horns here, or maybe the undercarriage. Maybe, would you stop doing that? Okay, maybe around the hooves here. That could be cool. Yeah, just a little bit of you know, glow in the dark halo around them. That could be an interesting experiment for that. So he was a fun one. Oh, this okay. I was trying to navigate these tabs in order, but I guess I missed a couple. This was another one that should be in the partials one, but we'll just talk about it here. So this is again one of the very first canvases I ever worked on, as far as just a partial find I found on eBay. My first year diamond painting, which I believe was 2020, and yeah, when I got it. There wasn't a lot to it. I just happen to really like rain images, water droplet, water condensation images I'm really attracted to, especially when there's like street lights in the back, because that's something that always fascinated me when I was a kid, as far as like street light colors coming through water on glass. I always thought that was really cool. I still like it now when I see it. I'm like, ooh, pretty. And so yeah, this one appealed to me, but I got it as a partial, so I think when I did mine, there in the partial you'll see there's only like 4 or 5 circles that you do in the partial version. I think it's like these two, and then like a few, dang it, every time, and then like a few down here, and then you get the water droplet image in the back as the partial. But if you like that image, again, this was another one that just got lost to time. I haven't seen it around much since I got that canvas years ago. But if you've seen that reel and you like that image, here is a full drill version of it in a 30 by 30. And again, more opportunity to work with ABs to try to get that, you know, water droplet effect. Another thing I do with some of my canvases, I don't do it on all of them, but some I do, is the I do the what do you call it? Mod Podge Sparkle. I think that's the actual brand of Mod Podge. I think it's called Mod Podge Sparkle, and it's the Mod Podge with the glitter inside of it. But what I do is I'll put a little bit of the Mod Podge Sparkle on the canvas, just like a little section, and then I'll go back in with another cup that just has like tap water in it and run it over where I put the Mod Podge and thin it out. And that's what I'm talking about doing when I done videos where I said I did a glitter wash over it. That's what I do, and it thins it out. It doesn't come out really, because I've seen in other videos people have used standard straight Mod Podge, and they've talked about how it makes it kind of foggy looking. I don't have that issue when I do this with the glitter wash. When I do the thinning out trick, it helps push the glitter and everything. The water helps situate it back down into the canvas, and so when it's drying, eventually the water will evaporate, the glue will adhere to the bottom of the canvas, and then you'll get the little bits of glitter shining through in between the drills, and it'll give that extra shimmery effect. So that's a trick I use on certain canvases like this, where you have water themes, snow themes, anything that's like fantasy or Christmassy, anything like that, where you'll need a little extra shimmery effect, that's an easy trick you can do to get that in the background. So that could be something you could do with this if you want to add in any AB work and need a little extra shimmer, you can do that Mod Podge sparkle trick on that one. And then is this the last one? Let me see. Nope, still going. Okay, I guess I didn't organize these as well as I intended, but that's fine. We're on part 3. I don't want to make another video. We'll just keep going. So if you are a Arsenal fan, footballer, I included this one just because I happened to do this particular canvas for a friend and did this logo. So if you are a footballer fan and you're an Arsenal fan, that will be linked down below if you want to see what that looks like as a 30 by 30. Another one I did as a partial. Sorry, these didn't go in the actual partial video, but yeah, I think a couple years ago I want to say it was like maybe through, I want to say it was Diamond Art. No, not Diamond Art Gift, DIY Digital Art, back when they were still in business. They had a thing on their website where it was like a 2 or 3 pack bundle deal of different rose images that were all partials. And I think this was one of the ones in that partial deal that I don't remember if I did the butterflies. I remember like all of this was part of it. So I remember doing the rose petals, obviously, because that's the main theme of the picture, as a partial. But again, haven't seen it offered as a partial in a long while. So if you like this rose image, here it is as a full drill. And this one I threw in because, again, this was one I did as a partial, a crystal partial. But I did mine as like a space galaxy cat. I don't see the galaxy cat around too much anymore. If I happen to find it somewhere, I'll make a note of it. But I do see the cat itself. It's just the crystal version I did had a space background on it. So where all this white is, there was a bunch of stars and stardust and stuff and all that behind on the canvas I did. But the cat itself is the same image. So if you like this sort of rainbow looking cat, there's this one as a full drill. And then next, another one that was a partial. All right, well, I guess this will be big fills and continuing partials, it seems like. But yeah, I figured I would mention this one as well because this was another one that was fun to work. And I know these sort of rainbow type canvases where there's a bunch of different rainbow colors, these can be really popular in the diamond painting community, so I thought I would mention it. The partial version I did was very nearly a full drill. I think when I did mine, it was all the petals and the leaves and everything you drilled. You just, on the partial I did, you just didn't do these background leaves. So it was like 75% full drill. But if you want full drill, this is the same image I worked, just you can do the background portion as well on this one. But yeah, it was really fun to work all of these different colors on these petals. Okay, back to full drills with the big feels. So this is a fire and ice couple I did, I want to say, again, 2 or 3 years ago, maybe. It was a while ago. This one, what size is this one? 30 by 30? Okay. Yeah, this one came out pretty good. It would do just a little bit better if it was like a 35 by 35. Because I remember this guy's face being a touch blurry, but overall a lot of the detail came out fine. And you can probably get away with showing it on YouTube because it's blurry enough that YouTube's not going to freak out that there's a boob. There's boob and ass cheek galore. Well, not galore. Peaks of it, I guess. Peaks. Anyway, yeah, this is fire and ice couple. Didn't come with any ABs, but I think when I did it, I threw in a little bit into the fire flame over here and over here naturally. I think I used blue ABs over here and then yellow ABs over here to spice that up. And then I can't remember, I think I may have thrown a few into the the flame hair coming together. I don't know. I thought this was a really cool image. So thought I would mention that if you were looking around for that one. And then last one is these moon swans here. I think I did this one again maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, not too much to say about this one. It all came out pretty good. I think did I do mine? I'm trying to remember now. Mine might have actually been a 35 by 35 canvas size when I did it. I feel like it was either that or it was like a true 30 by 30. I remember it being a little bit on the bigger side for a 30 by 30-ish size. But as you can see on here, there's not a lot of like real deep detail in anything too much. I don't remember if this moon came out. I think it did. But other than that, you know, it's just a lot of black and white on the swans, naturally, the beaks, and then the mountain here. So there's, you know, there's not a lot of fine detail you got to worry about. So yeah, it comes out great. So I think that's it for all of the canvases I've come across so far that I know I've done, if you want to see completions of them in this 3-part video. I didn't mean for it to be 3 parts, but once I started getting into this, I was like, yeah, it'd probably be better to break it up. So yeah, sorry the organization got a little bit mixed up in this one, but hey, it's all there. I'll sort it out when I do the information editing on the info box down below. So the relevant canvases will all be in the relevant videos. So that's what I got. Thanks for watching. Thanks for viewing something a little bit different. And yeah, I thought I would just put this up here as sort of like an information kind of cataloging type video, so that if you're looking for this type of thing, it's a resource you can look at for however long COODEALS keeps these canvases up. And also it's here for me if anybody asks me down the road for a particular canvas. If it's something I've listed in one of these videos, I have a quick reference where I can pull it. So yeah, that's what I got. Thanks for watching, and we will talk soon. Bye guys.